Alright, so hello guys, this is Cynthia or Akari here, back with another worst fandoms video. It's my second one so far. This one's a bit improved with a bit more of like newer fandoms, I guess, or like fandoms that I didn't really know existed back then. So yeah. Now, of course I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer here. If you're in any of these fandoms, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're guaranteed to be toxic. In fact, most of the fandoms here are not even majority toxic. But as we get to like 5th place, yeah, that's where shit starts to get toxic. Alright? Like, majority toxic. So, yeah, even then, you may not be that toxic person. So, another thing. If you're trying to dox me, send death threats, do like really dumb shit, try to bully me, you know, you'll just be met with your ability to comment taken away. I know that really isn't big of a thing, but either way, I'll probably have me deleting it manually, even if you make alt accounts. So yeah. Either way, I could probably just ignore it, but I'd rather just delete it so that people don't really, well, see the comment section flooded. Also, yeah, if you do get mad at this video, I'm not making an apology video, because that's just kind of a sign of pettiness. This is kind of a sign of pettiness, and honestly, I'm gonna stand up to these fandoms. I don't care if people get mad, I don't care if people try to dox me. Even then, they'll just get their ability to comment taken away, unless they're like one of my friends. But even then, why would they do that? It's kind of a waste of time. So, yeah. I will not be making an apology video unlike my old one, where I did, because I was a little bitch back then. So yeah, if you want an apology from this video, cry about it. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's get on to the list. Number 10, we have the anime fandom. Now, this is actually a fandom that I'm in myself, and yeah, I will admit, it can get quite toxic. Gatekeeping, people like to gatekeep, criticize other people for watching anime that they don't like. It's quite dumb, alright? And as we get like deeper down, like the toxicity starts to get up as you go further and further down the rabbit hole. And sorry, I have to run real quick. There we go. But yeah, the fandom is quite tame compared to the other fandoms on this list, so yeah. There also probably will be honorable mentions, which I didn't put into the script, but alright. I will not be putting any percentage of who's toxic and who's chill, because I think that would honestly just be a waste of time for everyone here, so yeah, I'm not going to do that. This video will probably be a little over 10 minutes long. So yeah, I'm in the anime fandom, so don't say this is bias. Alright, so in number 9, we have pretty much any big rapper's fan base, like XXXTentacion, KSI, Eminem, other big rappers. Any big rapper, pretty much. Especially the ones that have died. I don't know what it is. Like, those people tend to be extremely toxic for no reason. Well, it's not that they're, for the most part, toxic. It's just that they have a quick snap. I don't know what it is. And, yeah. 90% of the people here are chill, even though I am just breaking the rule that I said in the anime part. I don't give a fuck. And, 10% of the people are toxic, but those 10% of the people act like they're chill, but they have a really quick snap. For the most part, and the XXXTentacion profile pictures, or the profile picture ones, are a little bit more toxic than they are, but not too much. Overall, still pretty chill, but not as chill as the anime fandom. Okay, our next fandom is the Twitch fandom. Now, this is more of just like a social media platform just being toxic. It's not really a fan base, it's a social media platform, but still. This is the second most toxic community on social media that I've ever seen. YouTube and Discord are close thirds, but like, bruh. These people have literally sent death threats to people over not donating. It's hilarious. Along with that, Pokimane exists, and her stupid ass simps exist. So yeah, overall, this ranks them pretty high as one of the most toxic social medias out there. But you already know that the Bluebird is gonna be worse. You already know that. Alright, our next fandom is one that often gets associated with being more toxic than it really is. But it is still pretty toxic, and that is the Kdrama Community. This is like Squid Game, Sweet Home, whatever the other things are. Just because it has K and a dash near it doesn't mean it's really toxic. I'm not in this fandom, so I don't really know as much about it, but I can tell that they're definitely a little bit more on the toxic side. Especially the Squid Game fans. Because of how big Squid Game is, it pretty much just saved Netflix from going bankrupt, which is funny. But yeah. This is like kind of a wild card because one side of the fandom is really, really chill and nice to talk to, but the other side is a landmine. So yeah, it's like walking on eggshells pretty much. Oh yeah, also a thing in conjunction with that, you can see that there's a disclaimer that it's not K-pop up there. K-pop will appear way further down the list, which is pretty obvious. Alright, taking 6th place is a 50-50 split, and this is the gaming fan base. Now, it really depends on what type of game you're talking about here. If you're talking like sandbox games like Minecraft and Roblox, they're pretty middling. Because there's like some cringe people in both of them, which are Dream SMP Kids and Copy and Paste. But like FPS players are quite toxic. CS:GO, Valorant, COD, TF2 to an extent. So yeah, you'll probably find a bunch of toxic NG and Pyro mains, and a bunch of toxic and racist COD and CS:GO players. But yeah. And then there's the RPGs, which honestly I don't really have that big of a clue about. I mean, to be fair, Amori r/Amori did help out Scotland for whatever, r/Scotland for whatever reason. Hey, I'm making a video. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, gaming's a 50-50 split between toxicity and chillness. But I'm honestly kind of in the middle of that spectrum. Because I like FPS games, I like all these types of games, but mostly FPS games. Okay, yeah, this is where the majority of the people in the fandom are toxic is gonna start. Starting us off in number 5, we have furries. Now, if you're a furry, that doesn't mean you're a bad person directly. If you want to walk around in a wolf, bearded dragon, T-Rex, or a fish costume, be my guest. But if you're pretending to do some unspeakable acts with animals, I think you need some help. But yeah, this one will be a little bit shorter than the rest. Alright, so yeah, our next people in number 4 are Fortnite Kids. Now, Fortnite Kids, for the most part, they're just cringe and toxic and annoying, but really toxic. Of course, they're kids for the most part. They're like 5-year-olds who still think Fortnite's cool when it definitely is not. The whole thing with these kids, though, is that they think that Fortnite and Epic Games made literally everything. They think they made Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I think they made everything, even though they definitely didn't. So yeah, just search up Fortnite Kid Cringe on the internet and on YouTube, and you'll know exactly what I mean. It's quite weird, okay? Okay, so our number 3 spot is Twitter. And this fandom can be stated with 2 words, and 2 words only. Cancel culture. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so our second place goes to Gotcha Life Kids. Now, this is pretty similar to Fortnite Kids, but just worse in every regard. They've doxed people, faked disorders, like depression, OCD, DID, autism, anxiety, and PTSD as well, which are all horrible disease, which are all just something that you shouldn't be joking about or faking that you have, or just horrible diseases. As well as most of them are like children making NSFW. It's just weird, alright? So, yeah. Gotcha kids are dumb. That's the thing, yeah, gotcha kids are dumb. Like, really dumb and annoying. They also think that they could get away with everything. Like, if you're a 7-year-old, I don't think you're going to be able to get away from making not safe for work and faking the fact that you have DID. Yeah, it's quite dumb, if you couldn't tell already. Also, you may be noticing that the top 3 actually is different colors than the rest of the things, and that's to signify podium. This one will be silver. And the worst fandom award goes to K-pop stans. Yeah, my opinion still hasn't changed, and it will not change, and I will definitely get the most backlash from this. Like, come on, dude. Like, bruh. These people have doxed, stalked people, harassed people, bullied people, hurt people, and in one case even killed. Just because they were so obsessed with K-pop that anyone that didn't like it was just a piece of shit to them. But it gets worse. There's something called a sassing fan, which is, if you didn't know, just someone who stalks the living shit out of one person. And, yeah, stalking a boy band member after they're done doing their business is a little bit down bad, isn't it? Yeah, actually really, really, really down bad. So, yeah, also, these people make really, really not safe for work fan cams with that actually calls people to commit you-know-what. It starts with an S and ends with a sound. And, yeah. It's quite weird, okay? Oh boy, you fucking thought I was done? I am not done yet. 0th place goes to Dream Stans. Now, unlike K-pop stans, at least K-pop stans, 99% of them don't dox people. But everyone, I mean everyone, in the Dream community is toxic. There is pretty much no exception. This world, they've doxed people, or vandalized a memorial, vandalized a religious memorial on an island with just like a bunch of dumb shit like Sub to Technoblade and Prime to Tommy. It's so dumb. They've doxed people on multiple occasions. They've defended Dream being racist at one point. They also defended him being homophobic at one point. And yeah, it's just like extremely down bad. I mean, at least the K-pop fandom doesn't have the audacity to ruin a memorial. Like, holy shit, that affects hundreds of people. As well as Dream stans are way too prone to canceling people who just don't like Minecraft or MCYT. It's just super dumb. This is why I stay away from Minecraft YouTube. So yeah, this was actually the worst fandom, and the K-pop fandom is very close behind.